Hey, folks, Quilligan here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as China, and we are officially called China over here, and have been for a little bit, and that's been great. Financially, things are a little bit trickier, especially right now. We've got more of a despot right now because I decided to go and queue up railways. These are railways everywhere that had a slight infrastructure shortage still, but were predicted to be profitable, therefore theoretically not increasing the subsidies that we're having to pay out too much, while overall continuing to improve our economy, which was what we're looking for. Our economy line's still going up pretty good, not quite as sharply as was before, but still not too shabby. Landed voting's coming in soon, which is great for us. And yeah, we still have a huge investment pool. It is shrinking, but it's going to be around for a while still. In theory, we could build more construction sectors, but I don't know about that. Trade agreement with Japan, I think is, well, maybe unnecessary. We don't actually have a pro-Japan lobby anymore. I don't know. We keep being bros with Japan, which is interesting and different, maybe. About to go into the new century here. And at some point, we are still going to do some warfare. Oh, we got tons of events. The duel. Do I care if either one of these die? I don't really want... No, actually, I don't want either one of these die. I'm going to ban dueling. I'm going to upset the scholars officials. They're still fine. Okay. Let's do it for now. Oh, what else did we have? Ferengi Manifesto. Elected bureaucrats, I'm kind of okay with. And scholar official -1. Appeasement goes up. Legitimacy goes... Okay, we're going to do that. I'm not going to stack more negative modifiers. Landed voting is in place. Time is ruled. New parties are back. I think that's okay and good for us. Oppose, -4. -4 doesn't quite send them here. Which is good, because we really don't want this double -20. Okay, let's do it. Although if they leave government, then they might be less happy, but I don't think they will. I think it's going to be all right. Okay, all those railways are done, which is going to help this a little bit. Momentum for the Agrarian Party. I think that's fine. And really, we're happy with anything that's not the scholars, currently. Really, either scholars. We would be positive right now, not running this, but again, I really want to drop all these taxes, and maybe I should just bite the bullet and do it, but I think that would cause our interest payments to grow too much. In fact, they're already pretty crazy here. Okay, next law progression is nice. Industrialists go up, sure. Again, anything that's not the scholar officials. If at all possible. They're mostly aristocrats, which theoretically are starting to go down a little bit. We'll see. Skyscraper is done. Oh, partisan papers for the agrarians. Sure. Touching the sky. Prestige, prestige. Pioneer. Were we the first ones, really? No, we're not going to do this. We're going to keep all investment local. I mean, for all I know, the private industry is investing all over the place, but I'm hoping it's mostly within our borders because I want my own people to go up. But standard of living going up. GDP per capita going up as much as possible. We still don't have another institution to make a move on right now. Right, we're doing some social research because we're hoping to get to human rights so we can do mandatory schooling. I don't think we can... I'd like the success chance to go up, but I want the +2 on these guys because having them be cranky with me is a big problem. Big, huge problem. Yeah, every dollar of debt we pay off increases our income quite a bit more. 65, we could do a bit better. Right now it's just the scholars. Let's see. Commercialized agriculture. Oh, we need mutual funds, so we can't actually do this. You know, cultural exclusion is actually quite liberal. For yeah, quite liberal for this time. For quite a long time in human history, actually. Arguably still recently in some places. We would like some healthcare, which would be nice. We are working on pharmaceuticals. If we brought the industrialist in, we could maybe push some healthcare. It would be a bureaucracy thing, but we can basically handle it. I think I will do this. We'll bring the industrialists in. It still doesn't make them powerful, although it'll probably help boost their numbers. Okay, yeah, money getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Oh, the other thing I meant to take a look at is our taxation laws, actually, which currently no one's supporting a change. Oh, we're working on the elected bureaucrats. Makes sense. Per capita would make us money now. Okay, we'll be looking to make a move towards per capita taxation, which would be better if the petit bourgeoisie ideally were in government. Rural folk, armed forces. Yeah. Okay. That will make it even better to pass. Actually, do they support this? Oh, they do. Good. I should have done that sooner and brought them in. Okay, I missed that. Much, much better. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll get a better tax law. And that's going to be huge. Huge for us. Still hoping that these guys decide to build a bunch of... I guess I could check. Fertilizer plants. If I go here and here and here... No, we'd see the number. They're not constructing fertilizer plants. Despite the fact that they should be making money hand over fist. So, I could start working on human rights, but yeah, we still have 2 level 2s. Nationalism and auto-spreading, so I'll do psychiatry here. We'll just finish all the level 2 stuff before we start spending a bunch of level 3. If we're just looking to beeline 1 level 3, just like we did with the steel construction, then it might be fine, but we're probably going to want to build a bunch. Yeah, I don't want to manually queue up any construction, because I continue to want to burn down the debt, lowering our interest payments. It's going to get a lot better when we get to new tax laws. We have elected bureaucrats. Cool. I don't want national supremacy. What I want is here. We could go to proportional taxation, which would also make us more money, but per capita would make us more currently. So we'll do that. And all of a sudden be losing money? What just changed? We lost a bunch of taxation capacity. I forgot about that aspect. Yes, that's actually terrible. The gamble. You know what? I want you to lose popularity. Yeah, you want me to return to appointed this. Minus due. Oh, this would be really bad. I will add it back to the journal. Honestly, maybe it was a mistake. I did like breaking your strength, but maybe it was a mistake to move away from appointed bureaucrats. Sufficient infrastructure available workforce. Workforce should be there. It's the infrastructure side of it. Which makes me think, hold on, is this... oops. Is my responsibility? Okay, you've got one in private industry. You don't, and it would be profitable. Yeah, actually, see, these all have a slight deficit, and these would all be places that would be profitable. I don't know how much of a problem the -1 is. I'm going to eat the cost here as the government. And there. Now, we could do it here and subsidize it, but I'm not going to. It doesn't really have the workforce to support too much anyway. But these would be good. So we'll eat more money. So be it. But it should be good for economy. I mean, the private construction is, you know, back at full bore over here. Say they're waiting, but then they're building. It's going to be fine. Some of these may have been built, and we're just waiting for the places to be employed. Okay, in economy of scale, building cap goes up. That actually should do some wonderful things for us as well. Yeah, we're going to eat this bad economy for a little bit. Because what choice do we have? Man, yeah, appointed bureaucrats. Losing that taxation thing. I hadn't realized that. I was only thinking about the political consideration. Jeez. I wonder if, as long as going back to appointed bureaucrats doesn't piss off anyone hardcore, it might be good. Because it will also boost our status with the scholar officials, which, unfortunately, they're still powerful, so we're going to have to deal with it. Again, I would like to break them, but Short term, maybe we really need that taxation. I could go and build more government offices, but they'll cost other money. Right now, we have tons of bureaucracy to spare. Okay, hold on. That is the flip side. The elected bureaucrats does give us more bureaucracy. Which means we need to build less government capacity, administration. On the other hand, we need it for other reasons. Very weird. Back and forth. Okay, so we're going to accept the fact that we're dipping on money right now. We are progressing through this law very quickly, which is excellent to see. There we go. Per tax to taxation, and this is still going up here. So I can't do this now. Because this is on cooldown. Or it's not. Never mind. I do this. Alright, screw it. Let's do it. Support independence of Canada. Man! I kind of want to do that! I'll say no, though. Because I'm in a bad position. Yeah, okay. Money should be crazy pants if we go back to appointed. Again, we'll lose the excess bureaucracy, but that's okay. From farms to factories, I'll pin it so I don't keep checking. Okay. Yeah, our money should be well positive. Cancel this. Do we cancel some consumption taxes? Well, I don't think this will increase the GDP as much as some other... Well, maybe it will. Or doing nothing. So previously opposing the appointed bureaucrats' laws is considered their position. Okay, success chance goes up. I still might want this. Decrease this guy's popularity. Oh, sorry, this is the, No, I want this guy. Petit Bourgeoisie Republican. Okay, I'll welcome your support. Good. Yeah, you previously opposed it. You literally wanted me to go with the elected bureaucrats. I see. Yeah, that is a little bit weird, but sure. All our input goods are in good position. Yeah. If I do this, minus... Yeah, we'll be able to drop taxes as soon as this law passes. We can take the authority hit. Pause without a rebel. Exiled. Oh, you're just an agitator. For national supremacy? Oh, yeah, no, hold on. I don't want you. Get out. Anti-Russia League. No, yeah. I don't want good press for that. We don't care about our relationship with Russia. National is unlocked. Hooray! That's definitely going to start some new types of pressure, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Interest. Actually, interest payments just went up, which is interesting because we're paying off the debt. Oh, now it's back down. Do we have some fluctuating interest rates? There are some social or society laws that affect interest rates that might actually do huge things for us. I don't know if there's one of these was helping to bring down interest rates. It'd be nice if the rural folk were happy and brought up the infrastructure. That might be something else that's fluctuating some of our nation stuff here. Again, let's sort by infrastructure and anyone who's got a shortage, and it would be profitable. And we could subsidize you, but we're not gonna. I mean, the zeros, these are in red because technically they have a slight deficit, but it's barely. But yeah, we'll just keep up with that. Doing the spending is going to be fine. Still would like these to be sorted better. We don't have anything that we can fix with just imports. Can we export some fruit? No. There's never enough demand for fruit. Clothing, though. And liquor, yeah, some. Now, we are going to lose a bunch of bureaucracy here when we switch back to appointed bureaucrats, but that's okay. Okay, -3 to scholars. Actually, they'd still be quite happy. Oh, we don't care about the radicalization of... Oh, that's to preserve elected bureaucrats. No, okay, so we'd like to bring that down. I don't know how much of a problem it'll be once we get there. Anti-Russian League, an opportunity. Make us trade agreement with Persia. I'm going to say yes. Done. Okay. Lobby opportunity completed. Get some appeasement going on. Voting stage over here. Negative money while we're constructing. It'll go positive in a second. GDP. little weird graphic over there. I don't know why it's sort of temporarily flatlined. We're almost at 40% literacy, though. And we're still over the innovation cap. Again, we could have some more. Like, being over is fine. It's got some benefits, just nowhere near as strong. Psychiatry. Oh, that saves us a little bit of bureaucracy as well. I guess I still need quinine, too. I don't know. Quinine by itself doesn't do anything, but just puts us in a better position for these level 3s. Maybe I should have just beelined here for the education. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yes. Compulsory primary school is what I'm looking forward to. I can just wait for some of this to auto-spread. We could go back to finishing some of this military stuff. I wonder, should we get the steam donkey to unlock pump jacks and hopefully we get some oil? And unlock electricity too, but that's going to be a big shift forward. No, the compulsory primary school is really good. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Organized sports is auto-spreading. We'll research quinine. We might have to finish researching organized sports as well. Then we'll go to human rights so that we can run compulsory primary school, which will actually take some workers out of the workforce, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Okay, appointed bureaucrats. Money go up. So what we're going to do here, and this might cause us to go slightly negative, and it will, but that's okay. Actually, we'll be turning a profit again when this finishes. But this is going to shoot up our GDP substantially, which should increase our tax base. Well, we're taking fewer taxes, but the tax base will generally go up. The investments will continue to be strong and should do good things for a nation. I don't know if I'll go any lower than this. I mean, maybe in the long term, perhaps. But we'll look at pulling some of these other levers instead. Or I could have left it up a little longer just to go and burn off this debt, but I think this is the way to do it. So this is still going to take forever to empty. Standard of living is now double digits and scooching up in a very attractive way. Very, very good. Almost at the 40% literacy. And yeah, percentage-wise, 98th. And what about our GDP per capita? 130, 131, dipping a little. Our population keeps growing. If we get all the poor people to move away, then our average GDP would improve. Shrinking, but we could easily support more construction stuff because they're making so much money. I mean, and actually the shrinking rate is going down. I think we may very well. I'm still very interested in eliminating our deficit here and then using that to proportionally drop taxes. But it could be that building more construction sectors first is the way to do it. You're just waiting. You're just limited by the amount of stuff. And yeah, this rate of shrinking is going down. With the fact that we've lowered taxes, people are going to have more money to invest in this. I think we should. Okay, you have no infrastructure right now. Screw it. Go. I think it's the right thing. And yeah, this is growing because we're spending our own money, but it's going to take no time. Construction sectors build really fast. It keeps stimulating other aspects of the economy as well. We really need these guys to build some iron mines. All right, we'll bring in some productive trade routes for iron, which is just generally going to make us some money. Yeah, then we get this little weird complaint from time to time, which feels bizarre and inaccurate. Finally, you're building fertilizer plants. Thank you. It took you long enough. Not very responsive over here. And we'll take a look at the railway. Okay, 1, 2. You got 2 building there, which is great. Build 1 here, 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 here. How's our subsidies? 17K. All right, maybe what we'll do... we could cancel the subsidies and then just add them in a few places. And see. We could turn on the auto expansion. Because then it'll only build it in places that are productive. A lot of these at 99, which is not We got to look for anything that's, like, getting too low. Chongqing, if we take a look at you, for example, it seems to be dipping. No, you're okay. And you've got another one in the queue somewhere. Might be public, might be private. But yeah, I think your economy is growing. Tell you what, I think the thing to do here is actually to alt-click a railway. Well, I guess I could have shift-clicked at the bottom here. But you clearly need more. I guess we are building this one. But you've clearly got a need. And yeah, we'll try to keep an eye on things. Alright. Minus 152, which is growing our debt. And yeah, probably you don't actually have to worry about it, because these guys will produce the infrastructure, or there'll be some somewhere else that they can do it. But I do see it as a good government task here to make sure that this stays nice and healthy. Transportation is so valuable. Yeah. What is consuming? Oh, the transportation. Just people. I mean, it says it's used in, but I don't think those modes are active. Or is it possible that some of these... No, I don't think they're active. Let's say if they're owned by private stuff, maybe some of them have different modes. Reevaluate some of these trade routes here. 1901. Restore elected bureaucrats. Apparently we're not going to do that. Sorry. Not how it goes. But yeah, GDP should have taken another huge bump forward with the drop in taxes. And that's really what I want to do. Apparently we're running this very capitalistic here. Sufficient infrastructure, available workforce. I mean, the workforce has got to be there. I don't believe your lack of infrastructure to be accurate at all. At all, at all. And then meanwhile, by not consuming resources, you're kind of annoying me. A lot. Can't possibly be true. Well, maybe it is, actually. I guess they are building a lot of business, which continues to eat so much infrastructure. All right. I mean, it's not terribly profitable. Oh, and also, hold on. No. See? Yeah. No, we're going to keep subsidizing the rail industry. Yep. Call that our role as the government. Oh, yeah. Construction is dipping real low. Quinine unlocked. Okay, we'll help finish organized sports and go into human rights. Yeah, no. Enemy steel losing prosperity. Okay, there we go. This is back up here. Yeah, I think places took a dip in infrastructure because we weren't subsidizing things anymore. Now, it could be that state by state there could be some efficiency laws. Oh, what is this? Beijing. Okay, it's only one state. No, can't put the brakes on this. Okay, momentum for the Liberal Party seems like what we want with the industrialists. Scholars are getting dipped down a little, which is nice. We need to get these guys out of government or have them change their policy completely, which isn't going to happen. I can't suppress them. I could go and bolster someone else. We have just enough. Still want the literati in there, but the thing to do might be right now to just keep bolstering the industrialists. Because they might be in a better chance of gaining a more significant majority. I mean, the scholars are down to 24%, which is kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, we'll bolster the industrialists and see if we can get in a position where we can move them out of government completely. Because that would be great. Private industry is building more railways. Actually, I will take another look. You still need it, so I'll build 2 of those. 1. Okay, just build those for now. Try to keep up. Confucians, child crushing machines. Is that a reference to... There's an argument about something. An internet sort of meme about like laws and policies and stuff like that. About like the child crushing machines. Oh, there's a subreddit for it that was sort of based on the idea of like, you know, these like fake heartwarming stories of like, child goes and spends 100 hours selling keychains to help his fellow students pay off their student debt for like their cafeteria debt for food. Yeah, this is like the sort of dopamine stuff that comes out of, I don't know, some country somewhere. Anyway, and like it's listed as this heartwarming story, and then like some people are like, well, why aren't we questioning why this is happening in the first place? And then the equivalent sort of parable is, you know, man raises a bunch of money to save 10 children from the child crushing machine, and then like people are like, why do we have a child crushing machine in the first place? And someone says, what, are you some sort of crazy communist? How dare you question the child crushing machine? I think that's the thing, and I'm sorry that I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but if you do a little Google, it's funny. I mean, it's a little, what is it? Is it Swift with like the modest proposal? Like eating kids? I think it's very much that kind of vibe again. All right. So this will be our thing. We're mostly trying to continue to pay off the loan for the interest, which keeps growing. Trade agreement with Italy. We don't have a lot of political influence left. So we'll do this, but then we're also just trying to maintain infrastructure stuff. Oh, Bunch just got queued in Henan. More than I might have expected, but sure. And then we'll go and do that and that. Oh, there was already one. You know what? It's fine. We can build another one. You know, they're profitable. Steel Railway cars is interesting if we're going to switch to that mode. GDP continues to climb in a very nice way. Of course, we're still #1 in the world, which isn't a doubt. GDP per capita position is improving a lot. We're now over 1 per, which is nice to see. And our literacy is positive. Well, positive, above 40. We're still not making a move over here because the thing is we're still being pulled back by a few things. Our GDP and standard of living are not in the top 50, so that is regressing things. We're almost there on the standard of living, though, which is tied to the GDP very much. Although, well, if the GDP is all concentrated in, like, the richest, then it's not that helpful. You know what? Normally I like this one for the manufacturing tax income. Well, the others just infinitely love me. The thing is, Persia, theoretically, is maybe someone we're doing for a friend, because we do have the... we actually have... Never mind, we don't have a Persian levy. Oh, it's part of the anti-Russian thing. No, we're going to strong-arm them into investing locally. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, something is unpinned. Earning recognition became unpinned? I must have accidentally clicked that off. Again, we could support more construction. Well, maybe. Well, no, probably. These are all fine-ish. What we'd like is we'd like an overkill of infrastructure in a few more places to support the constantly growing economy. Well, even with some construction, admittedly not maybe a full pool of it, we were earning money overall. Okay, that is a nice income. Again, we're okay with debt as long as we're growing our economy faster than debt is going up. And that's the thing. Like, we're not going and building a bunch of industry, and maybe we should, but this is a good way to do it. Like, all right, so yeah, this is going to cost us a little bit of government funds, but theoretically it's contributing to an overall healthier economy. Heck, we're still running positive right now, which is these 3 being built, which is fine and good and groovy. And maybe I should be interceding over here, right? And building more specific industries. Ideally, I'd still like to do it with trade. There's really not a lot of grain out there. I'm surprised there's not more farming going on. And I'm not wrong. Unless if I can build everything. No, I keep seeing plantations coming up. Like, they're not limited in what they can build in any way whatsoever. The new system is still new to me. But I think that's still correct. So we're not currently trying to pass any laws. Hold on. Wasn't I gonna? Private health insurance. Yeah, I think we want some health laws. Although we need more bureaucracy for that. I know we're looking to set compulsory schools, which should, I think, just happen once we get our human right. We might have to do some political changes. I don't think we need the secret police and things, and this would be another institution. Yeah, we can't do multicultural right now. Landed voting. We could move up to wealth voting, which I think is better for us, yeah. Because landed voting is very good for the aristocrats. This shifts things away from them to just whoever's got the money, which the aristocrats will have, but they'll be competing with the industrialists as well. Yeah. Okay. When you go up, we'll keep an eye on this. No one's got a huge shortage of infrastructure, although again we'd maybe like a bit more of a buffer. But the private industry might also throw in some more. What are we building? A bunch more fertilizer plants. Okay. I think we still had... Yep, rye farms. You're going to switch over to fertilizers now. Good. We get even more food output. Nope. Most profitable is still the apple orchards over here. Good. Excellent. I think everything's on the latest modes over here for the rural. And then urban, I think, is still the case. We still can't go vacuum packing because we don't have the oil. And these most advanced modes should be our most profitable. We could double check over here, but if something wasn't, it would just be because there's a shortage of input somewhere else that's hopefully being fixed. And we don't care about the green tech. I mean, some of them might be profitable, but probably not, because labor should be really cheap here. So it's unlikely that any kind of automation will make money. All right, unfairly denied entry. Everyone should be allowed entry. Sure, we'll say that. We can lose a little authority. A famous cafe. Bourgeoisie political strength. This guy comes back for elected bureaucrats. I don't want him here. I'm going to do that. Fickle crowd leaves the anti-Russian League. We kind of want people in the anti-Russian League. But I don't want their interest group to decay. Because I still need to dilute the pool a little bit against the scholars. Yeah, hopefully the next election, the industrialists take it bigly. Bigly. Chinese, I don't know why you keep losing prosperity. Do we not? I mean, steel prices seem to be a little higher. I guess we could use a little bit more iron. Okay, cut through. We'll take a, well, pretty bad bureaucracy hit. But you know what? I think I'm actually okay. And I know this is just temporary. I think I'm okay with building more of this right now. I'm going to build it here. And here, because I think we're going to want another buffer in there soon enough. So that's okay. Rural folk, Confucians aren't pleased with me. The scholars officials are hugely happy. Benefiting more money over here to the investment pool, which is going up, which makes sense because right now we're using some of the construction potential for the government. Behind bars. Arrest and alleged ill treatment, disorderly protesters. Preserve landed voting. Industrialists get a little unhappy. Lose radicalization. We'll do this. The industrialists are still relatively happy with me. I think we're fine. The farms to factories. Yeah, need less than 35% of our total population to be peasants. Is there a quick way to see where we're at there? 55% of population is peasants. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to break, which is part of the reason the sphere of standard of living and the individual GDP is such an issue. Also, still the reason I'm thinking about investing in farms. I mean, we still have this grain problem. If we compare, so rice, like the earnings is a lot higher on rice than our rye or our wheat. I'm wondering if as a government we should get involved in this. I think for now we're going to keep focusing on this railway task. You've got 2 there, which actually should fix you. You know what? I'll do it here, even though it's a loss. And we'll subsidize it to make sure it's okay. Screw it. Any of these that have a red number, even if it's not by much, like where it's literally showing as a 0. Amor, sure, why not? We'll get rid of all these so that it cleans up the numbers, and maybe it'll affect a little bit of some of the logic for the auto construction. Public address goes awry. Minus 15. No, I think what we want to do is we want to take the setback here still. If we were at like 10, I might just take the minus 15 and reset it and take the setback that way. Okay, human rights unlocked. Compulsory schooling we're going to want to work on. Okay, I'm going to go back to just military stuff here. And the idea is we're going to make a push against Russia at some point for something. Embargo you. Is there relations? It's already poor. Maybe I'll keep worsting it anyway. Well, actually, maybe I'll wait. But, okay, the next thing we could spend government money on is building up our military in the way we want it. So, let's take a look at some of these. Our offensive here, yeah, let's plan First of all, I'm going to upgrade this guy. But then we're going to get you a 50 stack of artillery. And we're going to spread it around real good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's going to start creating a demand. We're also going to go and flip our barracks over to general training now. Language in the classroom. I think we're happy with assimilation here. Reserve landed voting. No. Chinese-Prussian Association. We're not really going to generate a lot of positive numbers there, so I'm going to let them leave. We're not really interacting with Prussia. Obviously, we're spending more money, and this is going to be in a way that doesn't boost our economy. But we'll do it. Well, I suppose, in a sense, it might, if we're maybe generating a new type of demand for goods. Could be a different way to stimulate things. I think the demand for landed voting is going to go away once the wealth voting does actually properly kick in. Scholars down to 21%. The industrialists are almost going to pass it. That's good. Okay. So iron ammunition is currently expensive. Let's go and manually build some munitions plants. But we don't produce any locally. This is where the earnings are predicted to be higher, but you don't have that many job seekers. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be in Sichuan. I'm going to queue up 10. There's a good chance a lot of these won't be profitable yet, but that's okay. And that'll go and then stimulate maybe some demand for some other things, maybe some sulfur or explosive. I don't know what the inputs will be. Munitions plants, we're going to make sure you're on a advanced mode immediately as you come in. Okay. And then iron. We still don't have huge imports. Okay, I think I might have to subsidize some government spending on iron mines. Yeah, you've got some coming in, but... Much those, which will need more infrastructure. So, Shaanxi, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to alt-click a couple of railways over here. We are currently subsidizing, so be it. Okay, France, you want me in on a diplomatic play against Bhutan. I'm going to say yes, because I don't think this will be relevant. And then we're going to keep our alliance. We're going to have to do some ship building stuff at some point, but... Who else is in this war? Yeah. Oh, Austria-Hungary! Okay. They're fearful, cocky. We probably won't actually have to do anything. We can just be here in sort of spirit. I think that's all I'm going to want to do. Oh, low training rate. That is actually a good reminder. We're going to set this back up to the middle, which isn't even now that expensive. But we'll also inject a little bit more money into our economy. We're up over $500 million GDP. Bhutan backs down, kind of as expected. Literacy keeps going up. We actually will need some schooling soon. I mean, we're still definitely not in the top 50, which is still hurting some of our recognition stuff. And I think we should at least get rid of these negatives before we start the war, because there's a chance we get a big flat number for our recognition, and then it'll start to dip and decay based on our other crap stats, and we'll have lost all that benefit from it. But yeah, we'll invest in these iron mines. Should be good for the economy, should help the steel industry prosper more. And should have a trickle-down effect to all kinds of things. We have way too many tools. These iron mines, I mean, we all have them on condensing pumps and the dynamite. There's nothing more I can do for this throughput that I'm aware of. Can we import some wood? I mean, technically, yes. Let's finish up. Let's take a look at our market, goods, and specifically military goods. Okay, we do have a surplus of everything. We probably still want to go and get ready with some of these new modes. We could go straight to military scientists or gain advanced tactics. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Wealth voting, because advanced tactics is going to be a new school over here. Yeah. I mean, so that's not new military tech, but that's going to be okay. Let's start prepping here. And I don't want to hire the scholar officials. Anyone else is fine. promote you, and promote you. Awesome bureaucracy, but that's okay. We'll start getting you some org. Over here, it's all this infantry. Well, let's focus on the others that are called offensive. Oh, do I only have the one marked as offensive? Okay. You know, I'll just do it from top to bottom and it'll be better. So what I actually want to do is I want to take half these guys and send them off to... You know, a new army's fine. Confirmed. So that leaves you with 50. I'm going to upgrade you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more artillery. I think I probably could just get rid of some things. Bengal trade agreement, I'm going to say no. And then I'll want to take another look at some of the infrastructure things. Okay, you're building. Boom, 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 boom. So, make sure everything stays positive infrastructure-wise. That is our government's role. Military and infrastructure. Roads and guns. Okay, I probably won't do another army right now, because I still don't think starting the war with Russia now makes sense. GDP continues to skyrocket. Standard of living flatlined a little. Hey, what do you want? Momentum to patriotic party? Sure, that's fine. Okay. Then... Rain. What is weirdly expensive? How is the price for the hardwood? We could make more money doing this because there's not that much hardwood demand. Although there would be more if we swapped some of our ship production. Lumber camps are being built, which is good. I think I'm going to build more rice farms. It's so profitable. Let's bring you up to an even 30. Just because I like even numbers. Always a little bit more rice. And then actually, the groceries, because again, the idea is this might be a little bit more efficient for things. I know you've got no infrastructure. Oh, that's bringing down the price weirdly quick, which isn't what I expected. And do this. Bring down the local price of groceries in some of our provinces here. Okay, yeah, and I'm fine with investing in that. I think that's going to do good things overall for the country. Oh, we're 40 minutes into this episode. Let's put in a cut. And how are we looking here? Scholars are second place overall. We're still bolstering the industrialists, which I think is a good way to go. Our economy continues to grow. Yes, we're still paying quite a bit in interest. Although if we weren't constructing, we'd be making positive numbers. And overall, theoretically, we're growing our economy faster than we're spending it. We could still, in case of a bad situation, like if we go to war, we can increase our taxation level by 1. But I'd like to avoid it. I'd still like to drop... to bring the wages back up to normal over here, which would be very expensive, and start to drop some of these consumption taxes, which, you know, might be pulling down some of the standard of living. Mostly the stuff for the poor, because, again, they're most populous. So if it's a consumption tax that mostly affects the rich, then it's certainly a lot less painful. And yeah, I mean, the grain price is a little higher. And if we can have them swap over to groceries, that'd be good. But all these have like the extra tick of silver. So these are all shortages that they're paying slightly more for, and it'd be nice to bring down. The opium is something that's actually mostly with the poor. 0.6 of their money is going to the consumption tax. Which isn't much. You know what? I think I'm going to drop the consumption tax on opium. We'll add it in on fine arts. Yeah. So it'll come mostly from the rich, which shouldn't hurt. Their standard of living should still be pretty good. And in terms of affecting the average nationwide, isn't going to be as significant. Where even like a tiny little uptick in the poorest strata should be huge for us. All right, we'll put a cut in here. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.